Hello students, myself Ashwati. So today this video is regarding your electronic workshop and I'm welcoming all of you for the first year batch. So your unit 1 contains electronic components and this video we are not going to see the entire unit but still one topic of unit 1 we are going to see today. It is regarding electronic components, then active passive components, what is the difference between electronic circuit and electrical circuit, etc. So as you can see now, what is the learning objective of this topic? You can study the appropriate electronic components for specific requirements. At the same time, you are aware of electronic components and drawing of the circuit. Circuit here means like either it can be electronic circuit or electrical circuit. Okay. And next is the learning outcome. What is the outcome after you studied this particular topic? It is you are able to select the appropriate electronic components for the specific requirements. Then you can draw the electronic circuit with standard symbols of electronic components. So right now you might not be understand what all these topics, what are this electronic circuit, what is the difference between electronic circuit and electric circuit. Don't worry, we are going to see everything in detail in the coming sessions. Okay, so these are the outlines in this unit 1, but in this video we are only going to see what is electrical and electronic circuit, difference between which are the different types of components like active components, passive components, and which are the various electronic components used in the electronic circuit. These three things are there in this video right now. Okay, so coming to the next step, what is electronic components and what is electrical components? See, let me show you the circuit. These are some various, sample electrical circuits. Okay, I said electrical circuits. So what do you mean by electrical circuit? See, there are many components are here. In an electrical circuit, what is there in your mind right now? Electrical circuit. There will be flow of electricity through the entire circuit. Okay, circuit means it's a closed loop. It will not be an open loop. Circuit will be always a closed loop. Then from one place your current will start and through that it will conduct. Through what it will be conducting? Current is conducting through what? You all know. It's not required me to teach you. Right? It's wire. Yes, correct. It's wire. So the current will be supplying by a source. Either it will be a current source. Okay, battery, we can tell it as a battery. It's a power source. So from there electricity will come. Then the current will flow through the wire and it will come to another component. There are some components for passing these circuits, this current. Then finally it will reach out the ground. Okay, once it starts, then you have to close the loop. So these are some of the circuits. In these circuits, you can see many symbols. See, for example, let me show you. 1 second. Okay. See, you can see this symbol, right? What is this symbol? You don't know. Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. What is this symbol? This is another symbol. It is written here it as a capacitor. And here it is written as a resistor. Okay, this symbol is called as a resistor. And here there is a voltage source. Voltage source will be always represented in this way. And what is this part? This is your ground. Okay, now coming to this circuit. In this circuit, what is this particular symbol? This particular symbol is of transistor. So don't worry, we will in detail we will see what are these symbols, etc. Now I just said that I wanted to show you that in an electric circuit or an electronic circuit you can see various kinds of components. Okay, this component I forgot to mention. This component is an inductor component. So what are these inductor? What is the purpose of inductor? What is the purpose of capacitor? What is the purpose of resistor? Why the voltage source is placed here? All these things we will learn in the next class, okay, or in the next video. So now coming back to this topic. What is the difference between, one second. Okay. Now coming back to this slide. What is the difference between electronic and electrical components? Electronic components are made up of semiconductor materials. Semiconductor material, there will be conducting materials and there will be semiconductor materials. Conducting materials will be always metal. It is made up of metals, alloys, etc. But semiconductor materials are like silicon, then okay, along with silicon, you can have tungsten. All these materials, germanium, all these are semiconductor materials that are used to make different type of components. Okay, for example, electronic components. Examples of electronic components are capacitors, diodes, transistors, etc. Electrical components are wires, then switches, then fuses. I mean, they will supply. They are the sources of the your current power source. Okay, they can be power source, but electronic components are made useful for conducting the electricity. I mean, they are for particular purposes. Your electronic components are. Now, what is the difference between an electronic circuit and an electrical circuit, or electrical network or an electronic network? Both we can use similarly. So what is the difference? An electronic circuit, which is composed of individual electronic components. As we said, electronic components means we can have resistors, transistors, capacitors, etc. Then these are connected through a conducting wires. Okay, that so these components connected through a conducting wires to make the electric current flow. That is an electronic circuit. Then what is an electrical network or electrical circuit? It is an interconnection of various electrical components. Okay, electrical components are like power source will be there, then wires will be there, fuse, then ground elements, etc. So simply the difference is here it is mentioned. What is it? An electric circuit simply powers the machines or whatever the thing it is with electricity. However, an electronic circuit can interpret a signal or an instruction. See, for example, a microwave oven. It is an electronic circuit. What will the difference between a microwave oven and a simple electric circuit? A microwave oven, after giving the supply, etc., or after cooking, it will give a beep sound to show you that it is giving an interpretation, or it will show that our cooking is finished, or the timer you have set, that time is finished. Like that, an indication will be given. That is the electronic circuit and electric circuit differences. Okay, so coming to here, which are there are different kind of components which are in a circuit. Which are they? There are electronic components like resistor, capacitor, etc. Electrical components, fuse, wire, switches, etc. Then there might be mechanical, if it is some TV, even in microwave oven, etc. We have actuators, shafts, bells. Okay, then sometimes it might be electromechanical. What is electromechanical? There can be electrical components plus mechanical components like generator, speaker, then engine, electric motors, etc. Okay. So here we are going to see what are the in electronic components itself. There is active components and passive components. Okay, active components means it just supplies energy to an electric circuit, and it has the ability to electrically control the flow. It is just supplies the energy. But a passive component, it cannot supply energy. It is not a energy source, but it can receive energy, and what will do? Either it will dissipate it or it will absorb it. That is passive component. So active component will be always active. That means it will always generate the electricity. Whereas passive component, it can only receive the energy. So which are those active components and passive components? Again, see, transistor, the symbol of a transistor, then diode. These are all the power sources. Then an LED. LED is a power source of light. Then a photodiode. How photodiode? When the light hits on this photodiode, it emits some sort of energy. Then IC. Next is op-amp. Then you have a LCD display, 7-segment LCD display. You have a battery. Battery is a power source. Then if you are talking about passive components, which are the passive components? Resistor. It will just pass the electricity with some sort of resistance giving. Then an LDR, then thermistor, capacitor, inductor, switch, etc. are your passive components. Okay, in the next class, we will learn in detail what is the purpose of a diode, what is an LED, how an LED works, how a thermistor works, how a capacitor works, how we can check the value of the resistor, how we can check the capacitor value. All these things we will learn in the next class. Okay, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next class.